Hey guys, Ryu here for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council. Welcome, welcome into a deck profile, which I am super hyped to talk about, is Evilswarms. This is a deck you should keep your eyes on if you're a Blue Eyes player. This is the one that makes it hard for us to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Because we do not have a main deck counter to it, folks. And if they turn one this shit, it is a nightmare to deal with. And I know what people are going to say, this match that you're showcasing is not that great. Don't worry. This is just pretty much, welcome to the tutorial. Let me show you how my deck functions and go from there. So, basically, Maiden misses the timing for going to defense because Thunderbird's off board. I misspoke. Let's put it into perspective. Basically, when Maiden goes for effect and the monster goes away, she can't go to defense mode. But she still tries to use her effect. That's why he took the damage that he did. Can't do none. Scoops. On to the next one. Now, let me show you a much more, I don't want to say competent player, but someone who knows more what they're doing. This is a Blue Eyes player running Max C, running Effect Filler, running everything that I typically don't like to, is I like to keep my deck my personal taste. And I know what people are going to say. Why the fuck are you running Card Demise? Because Evilswarm gets in situations where you lose advantage. If they get over the Ophion, you need to quickly get it back. And Max C is not always going to do it for you. So that's pretty much why I like Card Demise. Or sometimes, if I discard the Maxi in this case, as I do there, I can Card Demise. And then I can Allure of Darkness. And then I can set 2 and I only lose 1, which sets up for Kukrion, which is great. And I know what some people are going to say. I'm not a fan of Card Demise and Evilswarms. It's all cool. But I feel Card Demise just gives Evilswarms that little bit of advantage they do need to really maintain themselves as a much, much stronger, pick for the game right now, to be completely fair. Catastor into Nightmare. Nightmare is something I probably will talk about on Tech Tuesday. If this video goes out before Tech Tuesday, Nightmare is definitely something I want to talk about because Gaming Showdown / Jonathan / Yugioh formerly wants me to talk about it because it is an amazing Exceed that you can actually use. And we'll probably talk about it, if not Tech Tuesday, we'll talk about it some other time. But I got the pandemic, gonna basically just protect myself before I wreck myself. There's a cuckoo clock going, just try to ignore it, because I'm trying to get through all these videos today for you guys. I'm filming 18 videos right now. It's insane, but it is what I do every week. My opponent really can't do nothing. He could try to get into Raigeki, because that's pretty much the only hope he would have. But if I have a pandemic face down, or if I have some floodgates face down to basically come back from it, well, it's not going to be a beautiful ending like so. I'm going to save my personal favorite match for last, but this is against Magician Girls. This is also to show you the hands I was drawing, the consistencies, the matchups. And the deck does have some terrible ass matchups that are just pure ass. There's no other way to phrase it. It's just pure ass. I'm not going to swing into that Coco Magician Girl, because then he's going to get a plus, and I do not want that. So I'm going to do it the smart way. I'm going to go Lightning. I'm going to Lightning the bitch, so that way she can't use her effect. I'm sorry for the fans of Magician Girl decks. I'm gonna probably do it on the channel. He plays Old Vindictive Magician. When was the last time you saw an old vintage magician? I'm probably gonna say 2005. That was a while ago. God, I feel old. But it really was a while ago. So now I get another normal summon. I'm just gonna throw this quickly on the board, because if I throw this one on the board, that gets sent to grave. And I have another. Just saying, another one of these guys goes to grave. He's got that Dark Magician Girl. I'm like, nope. Floodgate Trap, hold that. Go for Pandemic, go for Mangoria, go for Ophion, go for Search, keep that in hand. I already have one on the board, swing, and Pandemic, notice. Pandemic and Endless Trap hole, so I'm in a pretty good situation. He's in a terrible situation. I'm going to notice this Berry Magician Girl. I don't want it on the board. I want to keep, I want to keep pressure going as much as I can. I'm going to snipe back the Catastor, go for the Thunderbird. Thunderbird, swing! Ophion, swing! And he's down to 2,900. So next turn, if he doesn't set a monster, it's going to be game over. But he sets the Magician's Row with the Dark Burning Magic attack, which he can't really utilize at the moment. QQ. I probably should have Thunderbird, got rid of Thunderbird here. Went for Clerk or something. I don't really know. But it worked out in the end. What can I say? Top deck of Rhoda, that's not even going to really come into too much use, but I'm going to grab it anyway, go for style points into Bahamut, just so I can actually put Bahamut on the board. That's just how it is. There's one more game after this game, and I do not want to spoil that game because that personally is my personal favorite game I've had nearly in 2016. Jeez, I can't believe I'm actually saying those words, but it's kind of true. He goes for the Shirayuri style. That's okay. I got Pandemic. I'm feeling pretty good. How you feeling? How you doing? You can't make those big monsters you want to. He goes for hand destruction. I'm like, yo, you just gave me what I needed. Bottomless, Vanities, Notice, Pandemic. If you draw in Twin Twist, it'll be beautiful. Sadly, he does not. He goes for Unizombie effect. He's going to discard the Mizuki. And then he's going to go for Mizuki's effect. I'm like, nope, Vanities. And that's going to be the end of that. Now let's get into probably the best game I've had in a long time. I shit none of you. This, honestly, may start off really, really weird, but it ends up being one of my favorite games in a long time. This is against Trains, and I've never really dealing with a pure, like kind of a pure train deck. He goes for Malefic Cyber End. I'm going to notice it because that's a big threat right now. I don't have control of the board. So I'm just like, alright, let me put in damage, and then I'll go for Ophion. He's, I'm not scared of his back row. Goes for Great Horn of Heaven. I end up drawing a card and going end phase because of Great Horn of Heaven. I'm like, yo. He goes for Night Express. Night. Did I say that right? I did. And I don't believe we have that just quite yet. That or it's a promo, needs to get reprinted. But he brings out another one. He's going for the train. I'm like, Floodgate Trap Hall. Get the face down. He's swinging. You can see already where this match is going. Our life points are pretty damn even. I top deck Allure of Darkness. I'm taking Allure of Darkness challenge. I actually banished out a card. Feeling pretty nifty that I was able to do that. He goes for MST. Hits my goddamn fucking bottomless. So that's okay. I got Quickie Mirror Force. These are all stuck face down. They can't come back up. I'm buying myself time. I got that Max C. I'm like, if he special summons, it's going to be lovely. He's got that Trap Stun. Sets that Trap Stun. Keep in mind where that Trap Stun is. Trust me. It's going to be gorgeous. I go for Thunderbird. Just take out the Jumbo Drill. Get it off the board. One less card to really worry about right now. He's got the Air Force. He believes in the Air Force. And that's a pretty cool thing to believe in. I'm going for Ophion. He notices my Ophion. And I'm quietly crying in the corner. You can hear the dog's upset now. It's just quietly crying in the corner. I top deck Emptiness, and I'm going to set that Maxi because I just feel like I'm about to get fucking wrecked. He goes for Raigeki and takes out my Maxi, and I'm just like, this game is so back and forth. I just throw this thing on the board, not even giving a fuck to, why it's there. I'm just like, I can top another monster. Fuck, can't top another monster. And it's like, we're on turn 20 right now. He goes for Trap Stun, tributes both, goes in the Big Ass Train. Big Ass Train going to smack down the bootios into my Catastor. My poor, beautiful little Catastor has fallen in battle. He's still got the big train. He's going to swing at the big train. I'm Quaking Mirror Force. Nope. Dark Hole. Everything's wiped. And I top deck what I needed. Kirkion. He goes for Bottomless. I chain the Pandemic that has been face down from like the start of the game or something along those lines. It was there for a while. I get Ophion, I lock up this board, and I smack the shit at 25-50. Honestly, this match has just been fantastic, but he cannot really do anything because if he plays the Air Force, you know what's going to happen. And Vanities with Ophion, that's going to be GG. Let's roll into the deck profile. Honestly, I love that deck. Love that duel because it was so back and forth. Alright, now I'm going to run down the deck. Never saw Rescue Rabbit. Always saw Maxi, even though I'm only teching one because I'm focused more on Demise. Because Demise just gives me resources when I don't have resources. That can happen pretty damn, pretty damn often. So, 3 of the vanilla Evilswarm, 1950 beat stick. Brought out by Rescue Rabbit and give you an Ophion. Then we have 3 Catastor, 3 Thunderbird, 3 of the Kirk, 3 of Mangoria, 1 Rescue Rabbit, and 1 Tecton Maxi. I probably could drop these out if I wanted to for more Maxis, but card Demise just is good in everything right now. Jokingly. 2 Allure of Darkness, 1 Raigeki, 1 Rhoda, triple card Demise, double MST, triple Pandemic, 1 Bottomless, double Quaking, double Floodgate, 1 Vanities, 1 Infestation Infection, 3 Strike, and 1 Warning. Now I know what some of you are going to say, you could probably drop another strike and then put a second max T for extra speed. I felt really comfortable the way the deck was built. I really did. Obviously I had a really great match. It's back and forth. Build the deck to your preference. That's pretty much what I did. I felt the deck needed more speed. Hence I went for extra card demise. Allure just wasn't cutting it for my taste. For the extra deck, Utopia Lightning, Utopia. 3 Ophion. 1 Dark Exceed Rebel. 1 number 66 Master Key Beetle. 1 Ragnar Zero. 1 Evilswarm Bahamut. 1 Castel. Direwolf, Abyss Dweller, God Cowboy, Evilswarm Nightmare. It's good shit. And 1 Trap Tricks Exceed. That's it for the deck profile. I need to excuse myself now because I've been at this since like very early hours in the morning. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you enjoy the content, make sure to hit the subscribe button for more. And I'll see you guys on the next one. As always, peace.